Okay. Can you stay there? Can you stay there? Oh, nice. All right, sweet. So I'm certain some folks are gonna filter in. I'll give it a couple minutes. What's up, Dick Rundell is first. Yes, you are first. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Joy Stewart is second, and she always does the JB icon. I like the JB thing. It's cool. You know, it's really how I made my name on the internet, to be honest with you. J and then the B. And what's weird about, I mean, it's the first letter of my last name, but I actually really love bees. I've always loved bees. So it just kind of fucking works. What's up, Archie? What's up, Heather? Heather. And Zero Foxes, who's becoming a fucking superstar. So if you guys haven't checked out Zero Foxes Giving Off Road um, live stream, you're really, really missing out. That's all I can tell you. You're really missing out. He's a fucking instant superstar. Was I responsible for that? Indirectly? I don't know. But some other folks have said that I was, But what I'm gonna do right now, Zero Foxes says, yo, yo. All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. Dick Rundell is in the house. All right, so what I'm gonna do right now is gonna be a little bit different from what you guys normally expect. All right, from the I'm in a terrible situation, okay? And I've had 4 meals in the last 15 days, okay? It's a partly self-created situation and it's a partly non-self-created situation. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take a little bit of a turn on my live stream. We're going to make some New York style, Syracuse specifically, New York style salt potatoes. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the potatoes. So hang out. Here they are. Tiny red potatoes. They're tiny. Look at that. Here they are. So the entire goal of this recipe, I'm opening the bag right now, is I just need to get some friggin' calories going on because I haven't, basically, like I said, I've only eaten 4 times in the last 15 days, and that's not good. And potatoes have a lot of stuff. They have the starch, which is basically solid calories. They have the skin, which has a lot of good stuff. And these ones are really nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to boil them in highly, highly salted water And then we're going to drain them once they're tender and finish them off with some butter. And I think it's going to be a really good thing. So, genealogy girls in the house, that's cool. Nope, I only have butter and salt and pepper. Dick Grindel. That's all I have. I don't have any of that fancy onions and all that thing you're talking about. So the water's on the heat. Let's see how it's doing. Let's see how it's doing. Oh, damn it. What the hell? Jesus Christ. These iPhones are a disaster. iPhones are a mess. I'll be right back. All right, and now we need plenty of salt, so let's go do some of that. Well, I think I destroyed my salt grinder, so that's fantastic. But at least I got plenty of salt in the water, so that's good. So let's let that get up to a boil. And with that being said, this is, after all, at the end of the day, a political show. You know, I really do think I'm gonna, you guys are gonna be seeing me less and less because I'm gonna be handing it off to Blackie Fitzpatrick and Zero Foxes Given, and everybody else is doing a fantastic job. Much better than me at this point. I'm just going through a really rough period. So with that being said, I'll take your questions and comments. I mean, we have 11 viewers, so go. Go. Now we have 12. Go. Orange Knight says LOL. Genealogy Girl says go where I just got here. No, I mean go in terms of comments. Go. That's what I mean. Not go as in leave. Zero Fox is given off-road. Yeah. No, good stuff. We like this. You know, sometimes I like to interrupt my conspiracy streams with what's actually going through my brain. With what's actually going through my brain. And I've always been very honest about this and very clear minded about it. And there's been a song going through my brain lately, over and over and over, in a loop, in a loop, in a loop. And I don't know if it's a message. I don't know if it's a message from God. I don't know if it's a trick or whatever. I don't know what it is. But the song Sanitarium by Metallica, Sanitarium, Welcome Home, has been looping through my head for the last couple fucking weeks. Has anybody ever had that? Has anybody ever had, you know, like a song just constantly looping through your head for. Because there has to be a reason for it. Zygo was listening to the Rolling Stones. That's cool. I was never a fan of the Rolling Stones myself. Fear of living on. Natives getting restless now. Mutiny in the air. Got some death to do. The mirror stares back hard. Kill, it's such a friendly word. It seems the only way for reaching out again. And then Kirk Hammett does his whole solo. The Stones suck. I agree. I was never a fan. I was never a fan. That's myself. I'm just telling you. Myself, I was never a fan. All right, I got to get these potatoes in the friggin' water. I'm going to put you guys down, and I'll be right back. Okay. Should be enough. Why not? One more. No, I'm serious. I think these are going to be really good. I'm just going to boil them. The potatoes are like this big. They're like really small red potatoes. I'm just going to boil them in heavily salted water. Take them out, drain them, and then put butter on it. How could that be bad? I don't think that can be bad. But anyway, as I tried to do earlier, and it kind of got, well, I was on Zero Foxes, and we went into, he does very, just like Blackie does a very different show than I do. Zero Foxes does a very different show than I do. Um, I'm basically purely conspiracies and politics. Um, so I want to kind of take control of my own channel. And no one has to stay here if they don't want to stay here, if it makes them uncomfortable, but I have to ask certain questions. And I try to ask them on a daily basis because I want to drive basically the nail into the board, as it were, um, in one form or another. So, can anybody prove to me? Can anybody prove to me that Sandy Hook happened? Go. 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 Dick Rundell says no. Okay. That's one answer. We have a diverse group here. Can anybody show me the death records from Sandy Hook? Can anybody... I'm going to make it even worse right now. Can anybody point me to any website, any government website, because all death records, whether it's children or adults or anybody, death records are public. Can anybody show me the death records of the alleged victims of the Sandy Hook mass school shooting? Anybody provide me with those records? With a link? With a link? With a link? No, Dick Rundell, that's completely wrong. All death records are public. Completely. No, that's totally wrong. That's a misconception. That I can tell you right now. At the risk of my own credibility, that I can tell you right now. I meant no public record. Okay. All right, how about this? We have 14 people. Let's do it the underground way, okay? We have 14 people watching. All right. Now we have 15 people watching, okay? So let me put you guys down for a second. Let's do it this way. It's a lot easier. My zippers on every jacket I've ever owned always suck. I don't know why, they just always do. Okay. So, let's do it this way. I'm walking down to the famous garage. So bear with me a moment. Just bear with me a moment. It'll only... It'll only be a moment, and actually, I prefer this method better. I really do prefer this method better. That I can tell you right now. All right. I like to sit here because I can smoke, okay? So, I want to ask you guys a question about Sandy Hook. And I've asked this question before. I ask it probably once a week, on average, okay? All right, we have 15 people watching. And everyone who's going to say, why are you so obsessed with Sandy Hook? I'll deal with that later, okay? We have 14 people watching right now, all right? Good, I got plenty of beers. That's excellent. You guys have husbands. Listen to me now and hear me later. I'm going to make a statement and then I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to make a broad statement and then I'm going to ask a question. Okay? You guys have wives, husbands, sons, daughters, cousins, nieces, nephews, acquaintances, folks that you meet that you've become friends with. Can anybody in this chat, here's the question, all right? Can anybody in this chat name to me right now so that I'll shut the fuck up about this, so that I will stop talking about it, right? And issue a very, very sincere apology. Out of all the folks that watch me, out of all of you, can anybody, I don't care if it's a third cousin, I don't care if it's someone they grew up with in third grade, whatever it is, can anybody tell me that they know somebody that died at Sandy Hook? Go. 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 Right now. Go. Can anybody? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Go. Go. The answer is absolutely no. 2. That's from Dick Rendell and Heather. Can anybody, third cousin, second cousins, nephews, can anybody tell me anybody that died at Sandy Hook? Go. Genealogy Girl says no. Don Juan says my respect for the government died at Sandy Hook. I'll get to that later. Can anybody tell? I'm literally pleading with it. I'm getting emotional right now. I have to take off my fucking glasses. Can anybody tell me? I mean, 14 people watching means a circle of like 10,000 or maybe 100,000 by extension. Can anybody lost a cousin, lost an ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend? Can anybody prove to me that anybody died at Sandy Hook? I just want one person. Not that I want that to happen. I certainly do not want that to happen. But if the whole story is a goddamn motherfucking lie, what does that mean? Can anybody, Jesus Christ, can anybody, for real, man, I'm just asking, yo. I'm just asking you. Well, Dick Rundell, I've done videos on 9/11. Genealogy Girl says nobody died at Sandy Hook. Dick Rundell says the answer is no. Oh, Dick Rundell says, but well, yes, on 9/11 they did, certainly. Yes. And then Sigmund Freud says, Jesus died for us. We're not doing that right now. Right now, we're doing Sandy Hook. I'm just asking a question, and it's gonna get annoying the more that I ask it over and over and over and over and over. Excuse me, over again. Dick Rendell says, we were lied to. Yeah, just like in Las Vegas. I haven't even gotten into Las Vegas. I've been hung up on 9/11 and Sandy Hook since they happened. I haven't even gotten into Las Vegas. I haven't even gotten into Las Vegas. And I'm not saying I'm special. I'm just saying, I just, it takes time. It takes time because you can't tread these territories lightly, okay? I'm just going to ask it one more time. Does anybody personally know whether it's a ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, a third cousin, a second cousin, sister, brother, does anybody know anybody that died at Sandy Hook? Press 1. Go. 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 The answer is no. Dean Machine says no. All right, folks. So here's what happened at Sandy Hook. Okay? I was very fair. I was very, very fair in my open right there. I was very, very fair. I asked 3 times out of 19 people watching. Out of 19 people watching. I was very, very fair. Okay? Sandy Hook was a media movie. It was a movie. It was as real as Terminator. It was as real as Aliens, the movie series. It was as real as Top Gun. Okay? Now we have 19 watching, up from 17. Folks, thank God we have President Trump. For fuck's sake. Okay? Look, I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. And I know I get myself pissed off and I get myself worked up. And I smoke too much on video. Hold on a second. Hold on. Keep going, but hold on. All right, I never really do this, and I know I'm just a guy in the garage now. I used to be a guy in the car. But I'm just a guy in the garage on YouTube Live. What does it mean when the United States government would fake an event like Sandy Hook? Okay, because the official story is a very dooming story, okay? Listen to me now and hear me later. Listen to me now and hear me later. Listen to me now and hear me later. The official story of Sandy Hook is so fraught with holes, and it was a total fake. It was a total fake. So what does that mean for the average for folks like us? What does that mean for the average citizen? The fact that our own government would completely fake a mass shooting of 26 children. What does that mean? What does that say? Turn on your fucking brains. What does that mean? What does that say? I'm telling you, because this stuff, if we don't fix it quickly, I'm serious. If we don't fix it quickly, I mean, what does that say, folks? They faked Sandy Hook. They made up a character called Adam Lanza. They put him all over the television on CNN and the fucking rest of them. Okay? You know, I'm at the end. I'm at the end. Okay, folks? You know, I'll just leave it at that. I'm at the end. But you guys are going to continue on. Okay? You guys are going to continue on. So, what the fuck does it mean when the United States so-called government fakes something like 9/11? I'm sorry, well, 9/11 as well, but fakes something like Sandy Hook. What does that mean, folks? I mean, they literally made up a false story that 26 children died at a 4-year closed school, and the kid never existed, and the shooter maybe or maybe not existed. What does that mean, folks? What does that mean? You need to be thinking about this every single fucking day. You need to be thinking about this every single fucking day. When you wake up in the morning, you need to be thinking about Sandy Hook fakery. During your lunch break, you need to be thinking about Sandy Hook fakery. When you're driving home, you need to be thinking about Sandy Hook fakery. What does this mean, folks? What the hell is this crap? All right, because I've been on the internet for fucking 2.5 years at this point. And I've asked folks, I've done the poll that I just did probably 20 times. Does anyone know a cousin, a second cousin, a third cousin, an acquaintance, an ex-lover, an ex-husband, an ex-wife? Does anybody know anybody that died at Sandy Hook? And everyone says no. And everyone says no. If I had one person that said yes, I would shut the fuck up instantaneously. I'm serious. I would shut my mouth instantaneously out of respect. And yet, everybody that I've talked to over the years, and by years, I mean 2.5 years, nobody has a name. Nobody can provide. What's going on here, folks? And then everybody asks me, they go, oh, JB, why are you upset about this after it's been so long, this and that? Because they're using it for so much. They're using the situation, even under Trump. Obama was bad, but they're still using it under Trump, the deep state. Because they're using that event to further their gun control agenda. And I know what they did. It was a fake. It was a fugazi. It was a fake. Sandy Hook did not happen. Sandy Hook did not happen. Can you understand my words? Okay? All right? I know for some newbies it might be a little bit shocking. Okay? But Sandy Hook did not fucking happen. It was a media movie. It was as real as an episode of Friends. Okay? It was a scripted event that did not happen, that the media, the corporate controlled. You know, here's why I love Sandy Hook. No. Let me tell you right now. Here's why I love Sandy Hook. Is, as the Bible says, for those who have eyes to see and ears to hear, the truth will become clear. Okay? Well, I have the, call it divine intervention, call it whatever you want. But I have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. I know what the fuck they're doing. I know that 9/11 was an inside job. Okay? I know that 9/11 was an inside job. I know that they did 9/11. They staged it in order for us to be able to go to garner at least 51+% support of the American public in order to go invade Iraq, even though Saddam Hussein had nothing to do with 9/11 at all, not even a little bit, so we could go steal their oil. I know what they did. I know exactly what they did. I know exactly what they did. And I can prove it, and I can detail the timeline events, and I can give you the post-facts and the pre-facts that went into the whole fucking agenda and the whole plan. I know it in exquisite detail better than anybody on fucking YouTube, to be honest with you. And that's not bragging, that's just fact. I know it better than anyone, except for maybe Dr. Bill Deagle. Dr. Bill Deagle probably knows more than I do. But aside from Dr. Bill Deagle and Dr. Jerome Corsi, I know more about this stuff than anybody in the history of YouTube. I've been researching this fucking shit for 17 years. And I am pissed off. I am pissed off because they've been raping us and destroying our country, destroying our population, destroying Western civilization, destroying the Western way of culture. Men are bad. 6-year-old boys in school being taught gay is the greatest thing ever is good. It's the New World Order agenda. It's Satan's agenda. And I'm not going to put up with it anymore. I'm literally not going to put up with it anymore. No threat, no violence, no self-harm, no harm to others, not encouraging vigilantism, none of that stuff. This is an intellectual live stream. We just have open conversations. That's what we do here. No threat to myself, no threat to anybody else, no threat to government agencies. No desire for any of that stuff to happen, and I am certainly not encouraging that from third-party groups or others or anybody who watches this video, okay? We are peaceful protesters. But that doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to make a YouTube live stream where I'm pissed off. Because I've been following this shit for 17 fucking years. I've been watching these fucks do this stuff. I see them systematically. I know their plan. Watch Alex Jones. Alex Jones doesn't have all the answers, but Alex Jones is better than most. That I can tell you right now. A second to Alex Jones would be Michael Savage. He's fantastic. Watch Michael Savage. Okay? And then way down the line, you can watch me. Okay? You can watch me. But I'm telling you right now, Look, folks, if we don't fix this, if we don't keep spitting too much saliva, if we don't fix this, the New World Order is going to take over and we are fucked. And by fucked, I mean, here's what I mean. Jesus Christ. I'll pick up my stupid ass Trump hat. When I say we are fucked, here's what I mean. Right? I'm a single guy. I have no kids. So I don't have a mortgage. So in the aggregate, it's going to hit me the least. Okay? It's going to hit me the least. I got to check on my my mini taters here. I've barely eaten in fucking 2 weeks. I've had 4 meals in 2 weeks. That's not good by American standards. But I'm just telling you, folks. Look. 16 watching. 8 likes. Okay. So, what you guys need to know, okay? I've been researching this stuff for 17 fucking years, okay? I'm 33. And I've been researching this stuff for 17 years. And if they accomplish their New World Order, here's what it's going to look like. For those who have children, your children, because goats have kids, humans have children. That's another thing that the Satanists do, is they change the language. Never call your kids kids. Goats have kids. Humans have children. Always refer to them as your children. Okay? A lot of people don't know that. That's a very occult fact. So, when you send your under the New World Order, when you send your children to school, they're going to be force vaccinated at least once a year. They're going to be indoctrinated that God doesn't exist and that government is God. I'm serious, by the way. Look at the seriousness in my eyes right now. Okay? This is what they're going to do if the New World Order takes over. Your children will be force vaccinated once a year against your consent, and you won't even be involved or informed. They're going to be taught that government is God and God doesn't exist. Okay? They're going to be taught that globalism, rather than personal sovereignty, is the way that the world should work. Right? So that rights come from, and all information comes from, and all money comes from, and all everything comes from a centralized offshore authority, and that God doesn't exist and the individual doesn't matter. They're going to be taught that in public schools. They're going to be taught that there's no such thing as heterosexual. There's no such thing as homosexual. There's no such thing as transgender. There's no such thing as any of that. They're going to be taught that sexuality is a free-flowing whim, depending on the quote-unquote individual. And they're going to be taught that the ultimate God is to obey authority. That's essentially what the New World Order is. And with that, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to take your questions and comments. Go. Go. Well, I didn't even get into Project Bluebeam. Sigmund Freud says, I believe you, JB. I'm not saying any of my own stuff. I'm repeating what the globalists say they're going to do. So when Sigmund Freud says, I believe you, JB, don't listen to me. The last person you should listen to is me. Go do your own research. That's the whole fucking point of my channel, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Sigmund Freud says, what's Bluebeam? I can say it in one sentence. Project Bluebeam is the already orchestrated and already ready to go government plan to basically stage a false alien invasion using deep sky level holograms in order to scare the world into saying, government must fix this. We're being invaded by aliens, when we're actually not. It's just fucking holograms. That's what Project Bluebeam is. I mean, you gotta give these fuckers credit. They're not exactly stupid, you know? I'm looking forward to these potatoes. They're gonna hopefully be really good. It's been about It's been about 48 hours now that I've had the song Monkey Wrench by Foo Fighters stuck in my head. It won't stop. It simply won't stop. So what the hell am I supposed to do? Nice. Got the taters. I'm gonna put some salt on them. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back to JV Live. So, yeah. Look, I'm a very stable-minded, uh, intellectual individual. But I just look at all this crap going on the, around the world, and I'm like, Jesus. Now that is one friggin' hot potato. Oh my god. But they're cool though. They're the little red potatoes. They're awesome. What, is Kush here? Why is there no chill shack tonight? No, 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 no. No. Chill shack fucking rules. Why is there no chill shack tonight? What the hell? Hey, would you blow me made fish tacos? I got a pack of 12 tortillas. There were 16 inside on Good Friday. Jesus lives. That's more than a baker's dozen. Why is there no chill shack tonight? What the hell? Sigmund Floyd says, "You on a diet, JB?" No, I'm not on a diet. I'm in a deep, deep, deep depression. And any food I can get down is good. That I can tell you right now. "12 watching." I think I'm going to cut in a couple minutes and I'm going to go watch maybe Gramps or something like that. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Sorry to be a dick. I'm going to cut right now. I'll see you guys at Gramps. All right, peace. Later.